Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday morning. Snowing yesterday, 60 degrees today. What the hell?
I know, sunshine. Yeah, cat fiddling around with the blinds.
Oh, speaking of cats, you know how Zoey, I was telling you, gentlemen, that Zoey got that cat?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've told everybody else. Zoey has been wanting a cat since she was like 3 years old. Laura is allergic to cats. Well, we moved in. This cat started hanging around. Little orange tiger striped cat, and it is so sweet. Zoey named it Cookie because it's so sweet. Laura was like, okay, we'll get some cat food. You can feed the cat. It's your cat because you can tell it's a stray.
Mm-hmm.
So Zoey got it some food. Zoey got it a bowl. Zoey got it a toy, and it sits out there and plays with Zoey. It sits outside and waits for Zoey on the steps. I mean, awesome cat.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now, since Zoey started feeding the cat, there's 5 of them little boogers running around. And Cookie just happens to be a girl cat.
Ooh.
See where I'm going with this?
Yeah, let me guess. Some boys are coming to the yard.
There's a lot of boy cats hanging around. Them toms are hanging around, and I'm like, I know a little kitty that may just have to go get fixed.
Yeah.
If it's not too late.
Mm-hmm.
But if she has kittens, we will, I'm sure she won't have them here. I'm sure she'll have them somewhere else.
Yeah.
But the way she hangs around here, I'm sure she'll be bringing the kittens here.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to build her a house out of wood. I'm not just going to get no cardboard box or something like that. I'm going to build her a house and put a blanket in it and a light bulb. So at night we can turn on the light bulb and, just a small, one of those little 4-watt bulbs like go in the back of a refrigerator.
Oh, yeah.
Just enough to warm it up in the box a little bit. But yeah, so he's got a cat and we may be having more cats. But I haven't told Laura this. So Laura, if you're watching, surprise. I'll let Zoey keep one of the kittens. We'll rehome the rest, but we'll let Zoey keep one of the kittens. Was that the cat?
No, that was my phone falling over. I have it on vibrate and it just shook off the stand.
That's a hell of a vibrating phone there.
Yeah, really. Well, it was perched precariously on the stand.
Oh, okay. How you feeling this morning, Mr. Kevin?
Doing well. How about you, Tony?
I'm doing all right. Aches and pains as always, but done something to my back the other day. I fell. I was washing dishes, and Sabrina, my buddy's wife, threw a fork into the sink as I was washing dishes, and she said, "When it left my hand, I forgot not to scare you." And I had just enough time before I passed out and hit the floor to scream the F word, as loud as I could.
Mm-hmm.
And then I fell on my butt and slingshotted back and hit my head on the floor.
But, and for those of you in the audience, he means fork, not the other one.
Yeah, fork. Yeah, fork. Fork! That's what it was. That's a good call, Mr. Kevin. How you feeling this morning, Bassman? I know you weren't feeling so well, but how you doing now?
I have got the migraine of all migraines, and if it hadn't been on the way out right now, I wouldn't even be here. But I went in there last night at about 10 o'clock and looked in the mirror, and then I went into the living room and told my wife, I said, "Look at my eye." My left eye was completely red.
Mm.
I mean, just the white part was completely red. So it does that when I get migraines. A lot of times my eyes will turn red. But I was not
He's a
feeling good.
demon from the gates of hell.
Yeah,
He's a
And
yeah.
it
Just
sounds,
because
it sounds painful.
it
Yeah.
feels like that.
Been digging at his feet and scratching his eyes. Got the pink eyes. What it is?
Yeah, it's worse. It
Yeah,
was
some
worse than pink eye. It was
conjunctivitis.
dark red.
Let's say hello to the fine folks in here this morning. We got right off the bat, member of the channel, Brother Compton, saying, "Here I am." Then he says, "Good morning, everyone." And knowing him, he's delivering propane and propane accessories. And
No, he actually just said hi to Yote about a minute ago.
nice.
So he's here.
Nice.
We got Mr. Robert Pintoff saying good morning to all the numismatists out there.
Good morning, sir, member of the channel. Up next, we have Mr. Wiles Palladino on his alternate account. Coin Stuff I Like. Excellent thumbnail Bass Man. I had an idea. Bass Man made it come to life. We worked on that one together. And he was doing something. He was doing something with thumbnails, showing me something new on GIMP. And then he flipped it vertically and made it look like a reflection. I was like, what would look really cool is our logos reflecting in the water with like mountains and stuff behind it. So we got on Google and we went to images and we started searching, and we found one. We found one that we both liked, and then he started going after it, and that's what it turned out.
And the rest is history.
The rest is history. Beautiful.
Raidmaster, good morning. Still working but lurking. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Yo, fan. Nothing. I even tried to yell because nobody's here, so I can yell as loud as I want to now and not bother anybody.
What about Madame Marcel?
Madame Marcel. Good girl. She's a good dog, man. She is. Oh, look. Yo, fans yelling for Ozzy.
Yep. Sigrilla Stacker. Good morning, y'all. Big pink can waving.
Good morning, sir, member of the channel. Seagriller Stacker sent me a thing yesterday. Steph Curry of the Golden State Warriors was, what's her name? Sabrina Lucasu? Loans?
I don't know.
Something like that. But they had a 3-point competition between the two, because she's the number one 3-point shooter in the WNBA, I do believe, and he's one of the best 3-point shooters. Well, he's the best 3-point shooter of all time. I mean, and that's just not an opinion. That's the fact. He has more 3-pointers than anybody else in history. And let's just say he's an equal opportunity butt kicker. She did really well, though. And I'm not just saying for a girl. No, she did really well for anybody during the 3-point contest that they had. She was making more 3-pointers than what the guys were in the other 3-point contest. So if she was in that, she would have done really well. And she done really well against Steph Curry. But Steph Curry, man, he is deadly.
He's a machine.
3-ball. He is a machine. Miss Amy Harrell. Okay, I'm right. All right. And almost ready to get some coffee. Nice.
Right.
Nice. Member of the channel. Good morning, man.
Yeah, I think today's going to be a 4-cup day for me. Silver Gator. Hi, y'all are. I'm so glad for me to see you. I guarantee. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Silver Gator. Bad Gateway. Good morning, sir. Good morning to the gang. Hope all is well.
This one's for you, man.
Oh, hey, there she is. Say morning, Tiny Kevin, a Bass Man with the big blue yelling. It is Brown Sugar 0069. Good morning, man. Good to see you. Raidmaster saying neuter. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this.
Bassman.
Good morning, Three Musketeers. I like it.
All for one for all, and 3 for a quarter.
Yeah. I'll take a quarter as long as it's a bicentennial drummer boy quarter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I take any quarter, really. Save it.
Hey, we got Bassman. What you gonna do when he coming for you?
You're going to look at his wonderful thumbnail this morning. That's what you're going to do.
Oh yeah.
Seagriller Stacker says, when we moved into our house, we inherited a cat. That's cool. The wife and daughter would feed it. It was huge, fluffy guy. We refer to it as Fat Cat. Nice.
You see, he was the actual owner of the house. It was the cat.
Yeah.
We have two right now. One.
They can't be around each other.
But no, they can't be in the same room with each other, but they play with each other constantly under the door. One of them will stick his foot out, the other one will grab it, and then they'll switch and look up.
But you can't put them face to face. Can't put them face to face.
You look up, a white blur will go ripping across there and slide into the door, and the other cat's inside there putting his foot by the door, wiggling it. And
yeah, because then comes the claws, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of them doesn't have claws or didn't. It either had them removed badly or just didn't have any, because the claws it does have are like black and withered looking.
No.
But the other one, he has a full set and knows how to use them. And he's cut my son's thumb open, and he's bad about laying there with his, like he's not doing anything, and then when you walk by, he reaches out and grabs you by the ankle. Just walk past him and snatch, he grabs you.
Snatch. Here's a question for you, Mr. Kevin. Kevin, go to any shows this past weekend? Get anything cool?
Yeah, I went to the Polish American show up in Troy, Michigan. It's a twice a year show, and it gets dealers from all around. We had dealers from Ohio, Tennessee, Chicagoland area. They came from all around. And at the show, the best thing I picked up actually was just a Dansko book, but I have picked up a couple of interesting items in the last week. And you know what? Mind if I do a little show and tell?
Go right ahead. I'll even make you large when you're ready.
All right. Got a Morgan GSA here. This is the one that we were talking about a few months ago when I picked this up in Florida.
1883 CC GSA Horde MS64 proof-like. I called that proof-like as soon as I seen it. I was like, that's proof-like. The obverse more than the reverse, right?
And the only thing holding it back is the obverse, because this is definitely proof-like. This is a dimple.
Yeah. But they give it the proof-like designation, so I wouldn't scoff at it too much.
No, not at all.
Yeah. And I thought for sure when I first seen it, I enlarged the pictures and run them through a thing to
look at those
to
fields.
Highlight them a little more. And I was like, that's got to be at least a 66. And it come back 64. And what was it you said you and your buddies were thinking 65?
Yep. The way that you have to figure it right now, all the grading companies are shaking in their boots from CGC or CGC, CAC. Yeah, got comics on the minds. Don't mind me. So everybody's getting shaken up by CAC grading, and they're being a little more conservative on their grading. But I mean, just look at these fields. I mean, they are clean.
Well, like you said for the show, they don't want to hand out $1,000 coin.
Yep.
I mean, because that's what it would be at a 65.
Mm-hmm.
For 66, it'd be $1,000 coin.
Yep. And here's the other awesome piece that I picked up in the last week.
Look at that toning. MS69 1986 American Silver Eagle.
Yep. I talked with the guy that had it graded, and this was the ender on an old roll, on an old original roll. And it just caught that air at the right area and just caused that natural toning. Other side, stark white.
That's a beautiful eagle.
Yes, it is.
So nice.
What else do I have from recent? You know
Bad
what?
Gateway says on Saturday I went to my mailbox and found two 2-ounce silver proof Britannia and Liberty coins from the Royal Mint.
Oh, nice.
Nice. KG Coins, good to see you. I hope you and Smiles are doing fantastic.
All right. So, also picked up this. This is one of those Pride of Two Nations sets.
Nice.
Although you notice something a little different about this one.
Reverse proof.
Well,
Same.
the case is black and not blue.
Oh.
That's
yeah,
because
it's the Canadian version.
it's the Canadian version. Now, they only did 10,000 of these, where they did 100,000 of the U.S. one.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, this is for the personal collection.
Very nice. Hey, look who we got here, Mr. Kevin.
Hello there, Ms. Windy Lady. Good to see you. So, yeah. That's it for the unusual and very nice. But yeah, some of those items are going to eventually hit the auction. And actually, one of them is already listed for this week. So,
See, Kriller Stacker says, I want that Pride set. Society. Personal collection.
No, that one's personal collection. I've been looking for one of those for a while.
Bassman put up Wendy's channel link there. Go ahead and head on over and check her out. Used to be Wendy's Pocket Change Finds. She does a lot of stuff with Pocket Change. Very cool. Yeah, I want to get me one of them Pride sets too. See Griller. Those are amazing sets. I want one of each. I want the Canadian version and the American version. I'd be much happier with the Canadian version, but the American version is just as nice. I mean,
oh yes.
We got a email this morning from the Mint. Where did it go? There it is. It says, check out the latest subscription opportunities. The American Women's Quarter Patsy Mink. It's a very cool design on the quarter. And that's all it says on there now. It says 2. Oh, the proof set for the 2024 is now on subscription. So you could head over and put in your subscription, or if you put it in last year, it's automatically put in again for this year. No need to turn it on or off. Just make sure the check mark is checked if you want to get that proof set.
Yeah,
but you would have to.
Yeah, we should be seeing the quarters here pretty soon, and then March we'll be seeing the clad 10-coin set.
Yep. And it says enjoy free budget shipping when you purchase through the subscription program. American Women's Quarters 2024 rolls and bags Patsy Mink goes on sale March 28th, 2024 at noon. I still wish they would give us back the numbers where we could follow them. live.
Oh, no, I hear you. Yeah, I mean that was fun. And I mean, we made it in. We made it into like a sport contest. I mean, it's like, okay, who can get in under the wire?
How long will it be until they sell out? Will they sell out? Who's in? Who's out? You know, it was fun. Cool stuff I like. Says Amy, I think PCGS will grade a GSA Morgan, but take it out of its government case and put GSA Horde on the label. Silver Gata. I also received my 1 ounce Liberty and Britannia from the Royal Mint on Saturday. Great looking coin. Very cool.
Yep. Mine. They say the release that I selected comes out in March, so I'm looking forward to receiving it.
Nice. Bass Man put up Silver Gator's channel. Got a nice little channel going on there. Make some cool things for the military medals. It's really cool. Made a pentagon shaped holder for the medals. They agreed everything. They grade everything, is what she's going to say. Even crickets. Yes, they did. We seen that cricket there a couple weeks ago. Mr. Kevin brought up a picture of it.
And then you got that emery board that was stamped with an eagle.
See, I mean, they don't use emery boards on dies. They don't use emery boards anywhere in the mint. So somebody brought that in and said, "Oh, watch this."
Exactly.
What U.S. Mint offerings this year will be a day one sellout? Nothing.
Yeah. Closest thing probably is going to be the Peace and Morgans, the uncirculated ones.
That'll take a day and a half, 2 days.
But they increased the numbers on those this year, so I think they're going to have it right sized.
I think you're frozen, Mr. Kevin.
So do I.
Yep.
Yep. Let me see what I can do about that.
Either that or he's really good at the mannequin challenge.
No, I'm really good at the mannequin challenge.
You're winning. That's what you're doing. I think sometimes mint workers get bored and errors happen. Exactly. When you get doing the same thing over and over, you got to make it fun somehow. I mean, we've seen a dime with an 8-penny nail in it that somehow mysteriously got out of the mint and got graded and sold. There you are.
Yep.
We've had, like Mr. Kevin said, emery boards. We've had, let's see. I think we've had coins that were definitely made on purpose, like 1964 coins with a 1983 overstamp on them. I mean,
but you know what? Yeah, you got the mule errors where you have an 11-cent or a $1.25 coin.
Now I can see those happening. You know, something left in the machine, and they not clean it out properly, and they put the new dies in there, ready to do another one. You know, you got a quarter on a dollar planchet or $1 on a quarter planchet. I can see that. But what was the last one? It was a foreign coin. It was like a Philippines coin from 1964, and it had like a 1983 or a 1993 quarter on top of it. No. That's never been loaded in the mint. No. Sorry. Just not happening. But we get these great coins to talk about from people that are bored, people that want to try to pull something. I mean, even mint directors and directors of the mint have pulled some crazy stuff in the past. What was her name? With the dimes. You remember what I'm talking about?
I'm trying
There was
to.
like 5 dimes made, like uh examples made, and they were supposed to be destroyed. At least 3 of them got out of the mint and didn't get into circulation, but friends of her family ended up with a couple of those coins and sold them. But I can't remember her name. But it was I think it was in the 80s, 70s
Sounds
or
like some
80s.
shenanigans there.
Oh yes, supposed to be destroyed
80s.
because
Would that be Donna Pope?
that sounds really familiar.
I know. I think she was one of the mint directors in the 80s.
Or when we search rolls, we can hopefully find some errors too. Yes.
Oh yeah. You know what? Get some of those mint bags, especially the Philadelphia ones. I mean that's where you find errors.
Mm-hmm. Yes, says Mr. Pentoff. I believe I think he knows what I'm talking about. But yeah, there was like supposedly like 5 of them made for examples or prototypes or something like that, whatever they called them. And they were supposed to be destroyed because they didn't want them out in circulation. But 3 of them made them out. 3 of them made them out. And she was the one that had them last seen. So kind of like, 2 for destruction, 3 for me. Compton loves searching. This man right here, I mean, now, people get boxes of quarters every once in a while and search the quarter. This man right here, Compton, searches quarters every day. Every day, at least 3 or 4 rolls. And if he doesn't get rolls, he goes to the car wash and throws in like a $10, $20 bill and gets $10 or $20 worth of quarters and searches. And he says, he actually sent me a message one day. He said, you know what? I get better quarters from the car wash than I do out of rolls.
Nice. Well, you got to figure they're taking their quarters and they're just recycling them. Right. The ones that go through the center there. Yep. So, I mean, you're going to have quarters that somebody took off their dresser. You're gonna have the possibility of finding something in there.
Yep, off their dresser, out of the cup holder in the car.
Yeah, stuff that's coming from the bank. That stuff might have been to the Fed, might have gotten the silver taken out. It definitely got any problems out. So,
and it still bothers me that they call silver a problem.
Yeah.
Want the silver taken out of circulation? Leave it alone, damn it. Let it circulate some more.
Let us find it.
Right. The Fed, to me, should take out bills that are counterfeit, bills that are beyond circulation, that shouldn't still be in circulation, like a quarter of the bill is cut off. Yeah. Like one corner cut off. That's not cut. Let it go.
Yeah.
But like if a quarter of it's missing, take that out of circulation. If it's really old and been folded a million times and it's starting to rip, take it out. But come on.
Well, when it's so worn that it gets jammed up into a counter.
Right. Take that out. But, and what I was talking about, cutting a corner, if some of you don't know, in the 90s, especially in the 90s, there was some people that were taking $400 bills, 4 of them. And imagine this is the $100 bill. Off of one, they would cut this corner off. The second one, they would cut this corner. The third one, this one. And the fourth one, this one. Then they would take a dollar bill and cut all 4 corners of it off and glue the corners from the 100 into the corner of the dollar bill. I had seen more than one try to pass at one of the places I worked in Wisconsin during the 90s. Because think about it. When you're looking at your money, where's the first place you look? In the corner.
In the corner.
So if you're at a busy place, like a club or, wherever, or a busy gas station, and you slide $100 bill across the table, they're going to look at that 100 and give you change. How many times do you actually look for the president? See what president's on it? How many people actually know what president is on all the bills? I mean, the people at the bank didn't even know that there's women on the quarters until like 2023. I mean, it's crazy the stuff that people will do if they. And the old adage goes, if they would put as much time into honest work as they would trying to scam people, they'd be millionaires.
Yep.
You would think coin collecting community would do good enough job taking silver out of circulation. Oh, we would.
Oh, yeah.
Late 90s, early 2000s, when they started, when the coin search for $50 really started, the big searching, the heavy duty searching, people were finding hundreds of silvers in boxes. I mean, right when all the, SHTF started, when all the prepping started and stuff. I mean, people have always prepped, people have always been prepared. But when it really started late 90s, early 2000s, mid 2000s, and when they really started looking for silver, they figured out, hey, these $50 still have a lot of silver in them. And now people get boxes of silver and lucky to find one or two. I mean, it's gotten so bad, the people that used to sell their rolls are now doing coin roll hunts for free. And stuff like, I mean, which is really good. But back in the day when it first started here on YouTube, I've seen 187 silver $50 come out of one box. One box. How many times have we seen over 120, 130 bass, man? Dozen? Oh, I think Bass Man's gone.
I remember a stream where they pulled barbers out of the half rolls.
Yep.
And to that I say, hello, Miss Angel, my squirrel friend.
We've seen, I don't know how many Benjis, Walking Liberties, Barber. There was another one that was pulled by Mrs. B from JB Coins. I can't remember, but they did a box where they suspected silver was coming from. They had a really good bank that worked with them where they could get as many $50 as they wanted. I mean, they had 20, 25 boxes a week is what they were getting. And they did a couple boxes themselves.
You get some commemoratives. You get a whole bunch of different stuff in some of those. I don't think I've ever seen anybody get a Seat of Liberty.
No, I don't think so.
What did we have, like 400 boxes in a row?
Yeah, if we had 400 boxes in a row that had
at least one silver.
At least one silver in it.
Wow.
Yeah. They pulled a what's his name? The commemorative from the 40s. Oh, what was his name? Anyway, it was beautifully rainbow bullseye toned. It was absolutely gorgeous. And they give it away because somebody bought it for $7 a roll.
Wow.
Flowing hair silver may be a one-day sellout if it's a good coin. If it was a coin instead of a metal. Yep, I agree.
Yeah, they missed the boat on that. I don't get it.
Yeah. I know a guy that was lucky enough to purchase a group of Eisenhower dollar Nixon presentation box proofs. In those boxes, struck before the regular mintage of proofs, were 8 Type 1 reverse coins. Wow. 1971 S PCGS Proof 69 Type 1 goes for $60,000. Holy smokes.
Wowee.
It'd be worth about $1 if I found one.
But you know what? Some of those, they're out there. Like Wiles says, the Eisenhowers are an extremely underrated series. But if you get something in top condition, you get some of those varieties, yeah, they bring big money.
Oh yeah. But after COVID, it was very hard to find silver boxes. Yes, people definitely started collecting during COVID, did more collecting, did a lot of searching through COVID. Yep. And these smaller towns really got not overwhelmed, but really got picked through.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Hello, John Shank. Good to see you, buddy.
Good morning, sir. And we got 19 party people here in the audience. If you haven't done so already, please hit that thumbs up. And it looks like I'm frozen again. So you know what? I'm going to have to, you know what? I'm just going to go dark. So let's.
I hear you. Hey, look.
And hey, I got somebody else's picture on here now. What the heck?
Wasn't that way? It wasn't down there at the start of the day.
No. Mm-mm. You know what? I think I think they're just playing with me now.
Yeah. They I don't know what it is.
Yeah, that's better.
There you go.
I put up Bassman's too. I was going to be a trio of Bassman.
Which is the real Bassman?
Which is the real Bassman? Will the real Bassman please stand up? Miss Amy says had a lot of wind and a lot of rain yesterday and some wind.
Mm.
We had snow. Well, the ground was covered night before last and yesterday, and then today already. I mean, I've got the window open.
Well, California, up and down the coast, they're getting some wicked weather this week.
Right.
Yeah, I saw that on the news last night.
Yeah, we go from the 40s to the 70s.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
Yes,
you have Mother Nature needs to get back on her meds. I mean,
John Shank says he needs a Gray Sheet book. You can go out there and subscribe to Gray Sheet, John Shank.
Yeah, if you really need a Gray Sheet, I know they sell individual issues on eBay for the full cover price. But if you go to Coin Show at all, you can sometimes find dealers who are willing to sell the old ones for a price, and like $5-10. And the prices, unless the metal price is fluctuating wildly, the prices in them are pretty accurate for a couple months.
It's so deceiving out the window, says Miss Wendy. The temperature is only like 36. Yeah, nice and sunny and 36. That's kind of. Oh, hey, nice. He got that from an estate sale. Amazing estate purchase on his part.
Oh, yeah.
1971 S Proof Type 1 Reverse is one of 2 Holy Grail coins for me. The other is an 1873 Seated Liberty. Will never own either. Never say never, sir. You never know.
Yeah, they're both. Well, one's a 6-digit coin.
Right. Raidmaster said he had some old ones that he just threw away.
Hmm.
If I ever need gray sheet prices, I'm like, Mr. Kevin.
Yeah.
What's the gray sheet price?
Yeah, I don't mind looking up for anybody.
Silvergator saying trademark violation. Yep, we were copyright infringing on Bassman.
Mm-hmm. Patent pending, copyright. Yep.
Yep. I'm going to get Bassman's on a T-shirt and start wearing it around. Of course, I'd have to go to Coleman Tent Factory to have my shirt made.
That'd be one big bass.
Mm-hmm. Be a 50-pounder for sure.
Yeah.
So what? Get Billy Big Mouth Bass on it then?
Yeah. What's that one? The singing bass. Was that Billy Bass?
Yeah, that was Billy Big Mouth Bass.
Yeah.
Take me to the river.
Yeah.
Throw me in the water.
Too late. You're on the wall, Billy.
Yeah. If you ever saw one of them, like the first time you ever saw one, they would scare the crap out of you.
Oh yeah.
They'd bend and come out from the wall and start singing to you.
Get up there and be looking at it, walk toward it, and that thing would go off.
I had another one. It wasn't a bass. It was something else that sang.
Yeah. What was it? There was two things I know.
A duck. It was a duck. I think it was a duck. It was like a regular duck mount. Looked like like a duck decoy, but it had its head bent down, and then when you walked towards it, it shot its head up and flapped its wings and started singing to you. Scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, they were scary when if you hadn't seen one before.
Compton said he went to work in coveralls and sunglasses. Weather around here, you dress in layers. And you always got like a pair of basketball shorts underneath your pants because, halfway through the day, you're going to take your pants off and wear the basketball shorts. You got to wear like a rain jacket, carry an umbrella, wear tennis shoes or flip-flops and shorts on underneath your jogging. Yeah, it's weird. Yep, I remember that. The singing bass was featured at one point on the Sopranos show. Yep, I remember that. Mr. Kevin sent me his copy of the July gray sheet with the drummer boy on the cover of it.
Oh, I had to.
Oh yeah, I mean, come on, really? Yes, and I thank you for that, sir. I still got it in the shipping envelope that you sent it in. Put up. Actually, it's in the bottom of a coin box, laying flat, and it's got just sets sitting on top of it. So it just keeps it flat.
Keeps it flat.
Yep, I seen one at the coin show that we went to in July.
Yep.
Was it July we went to? Yeah, it was July we went to the coin show. I seen one there, and the guy kept saying, "Is this anybody's book?
Yeah.
Does anybody want this book?"
Mm-hmm.
But I never even remembered to go back and say, "Yeah, I'll take that book if you don't want it."
Yeah, somebody left it on his counter.
Yep.
And little did Tiny know that I was already thinking.
Yeah.
I knew where it was going.
Yeah. Mr. Kevin sent me some really good stuff, that bicentennial stuff. He sent me the holiday edition of the 3-coin silver set, the bicentennial set, and the red, white, and blue thing. Sent me the one with the red lettering and stuff on it that was that 1 month issue there, or 2 month issue there in 76. Very cool. Was it the singing bass introduced when Carter was president during Billy Beer? I think it was after that. I think it was like early 90s.
At least that's the one we're thinking of.
Yeah. How can I get a link? Where are we looking for a link to, Miss Wendy? Chances are Bassman probably has it.
What link are you looking for?
Compton says he can still
if
hear
it's
that
the
voice.
missing link, I think is right up there. Yep.
Half-shaved Sasquatch is what I am.
Perhaps the upper right corner there right now.
I did a short Weedy King. What? I did a short Weedy King. Okay.
Yes, she did a short Weedy King the other day. I saw it.
I didn't see that one. I'm sorry, Miss Wendy. I'll go check that out.
Gentlemen, unfortunately, I do have to get going. This new program that we're rolling out, we have a meeting every day at 12. So I have to get onto that meeting. I want to thank everybody for coming on out. And I will see you on Wednesday when we will have an auction preview. So for now,
Absolutely.
I'm Kevin with Coins Making Sense, your spot for the dissemination of information to the numismatic nation. Thank you very much. And I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.
Have a good day, Mr. Kevin. Always a pleasure, sir. Let's see. Kevin, when did the Red Book start issuing their books? A year before. I got an email the other day releasing the 2025 in April. I think they started that in like 2004 or 2005, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm probably mistaken. And you got to think the Red Book, they're issuing it early for 2025 and putting prices in there. Well, those prices are already a year old, and they're putting it out 6 months in advance, so they're already a year and a half, 2 years old by the time they get to print. So, Gray Sheet and eBay sold listings are where I send everybody for pricing. Because Gray Sheet will give you retail and wholesale price. But some people scoff at eBay pricing because they see, they see a regular 1983 quarter for $50. That's people that are ridiculous or trying to pull something over on somebody. But if you go to the sold listings or the completed items, like if you're looking at the screen of eBay, over here down on the bottom, if you scroll down, you'll see completed items or sold items. If you click one, the other one automatically checks itself, and then it'll take you to a screen that has numbers in green, prices in green or black. Green means go, just like a stoplight. Green means it has been sold, and that's what it is sold for. So, usually take out the highest one and the lowest one and throw them away, and then average the ones in the middle what they've actually sold for. So you have a 2023 MS70 Morgan dollar, one sold for $1,000. It's not worth $1,000, so get rid of that one. Just forget that one. One sold for $5. That's ridiculous. Throw that one out. But you've got the ones in the middle selling for $110, $120. $79. $89. You got to find the middle ground there and then average those, and you'll get the about price of what it's worth, and that's retail, because eBay is retail prices. So that's the best place that's the best place I've found to find real world prices, because you can see in the green, it's actually what people are paying. It's not what they're asking. That's the ones that the money is in black. That's the ones that haven't sold. But the ones in green have sold, and that's what they've actually gotten for them. So anytime anybody sent me an email, and I get a lot of those emails and messages on my videos, I've got this same coin. What's it worth? How can I sell it? I don't buy, I don't sell, I don't grade. eBay, if you want to know your prices, and people are like, I ain't looking on eBay. I was like, well, that's what people are actually paying for the coins. So you might want to look at eBay. Still, it's worth what someone will pay for it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, there's the Lenny to Miss Wendy's Wheat King short. Wendy is thanking Bass Man. I get a new red book maybe every 3 or 4 years. My current red book is a 2022 book. I think mine is a 2022 also. And it was gifted to me. Same here, Wiles. I have the 2024 in large print. I don't use prices as much as I do for info. Smart man. Smart man. I didn't say that, Sea Griller. No. Yeah. Smart guy. Yeah, Mr. Pintoff. If you're on eBay and you're selling, let's say, a 2021 D Morgan MS70, it's going to go between $1,200 and $1,500. If it's the only one on eBay and it's the only one people can find at the time and they really want it, yeah, people will get in a bidding war, and they really want it. Yeah, you'll get those prices that'll go beyond what it actually retails for. So, I mean, I've seen them sell for $1,700-$1,800 just because of a special label or something like that. Like there's a label that PCGS put out. It's called the Silhouette label. You've seen the ones with like if this is the label over here, you'll see Morgan, or on the Peace Dollar you'll see the Peace Dollar. The bust. Well, there's one called the Silhouette label. It looks like a ghostly image of Morgan or a ghostly image of Peace. Those are, for some reason, a rare label. People didn't hardly go after it because they didn't know what it was. Sea Griller Stacker says, can you say that again, Tony? I said Sea Griller Stacker. Or it is what someone needs to finish a book. Yep, absolutely. Oh, Compton must be leaving, saying Zoe Strong. Absolutely. Miss Amy saying Zoe Strong. Absolutely. We'll be traveling tomorrow. We have doctor's appointments, just follow-ups and stuff like that. Me and Laura and Zoe all have appointments back home tomorrow. So we're going to be traveling tomorrow. So that'll be good. And then Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, over on Coins Making Sense channel. Coins Making Sense, like Lincoln Cents. CENTS. 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Be 12 amazing items. He's already got one listed on the spreadsheet. He's actually got 3 listed on the spreadsheet now. So if you have that link to last week's, it's the same link as this week. You can actually get a sneak peek early on what Mr. Kevin's putting on the spreadsheet. But like you said, Wednesday, right here, we will have the preview of what will be on Wednesday evening's auction. Oh, Bassman's already putting up the spreadsheet there. Thank you, Bassman. I've seen that before, like you said, Miss Amy, or it's what someone needs to finish a book. I've actually seen that. A coin will say it's worth $50, but you'll see somebody willing to pay $75 or even $100 just to finish that book. I've seen that before, for sure. I've actually been on auctions where 2 people needed the same coin, and it was a rare coin, and it was worth like $150. That was retail for it, and it ended up going for like $280. And the person even was like, "No, it's this is getting out of hand." And they were both like, "No, we're willing to pay this to finish our book," and it sold. Yep. The first and the last coin seems to always cost the most in a book. Yep. Because as collectors, we like the first of something and we like the last of something. Like, think about it. The 64 Kennedy, 90% silver. That's one reason it's sought after. But it's also the first. And then the 70D only came out in sets. It was 40% silver. So it's the first and the last. There's not too many other Kennedy. Well, to me, the 76 Kennedy is one of the most important Kennedys. But that 64 and the 70D, like the 82 and 83, there was low mintages on those. But the 64 and 70 of the silvers are the sought after ones. Then you've got the 2014. Yeah, 2014. Well, any of them from 2002 until 2018 were all not intended for circulation. Those were made only for collectors. So, Seagriller Stacker says, "I've paid ridiculous prices for a coin I needed to complete a set." Yep. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of people that'll do that. I mean, I've done it. I needed some coins to finish. Which was it? Was the Mercury dime book. So I paid like $6 a piece for 4 coins when I should have only paid like $2. And I paid for them. They weren't in that great a shape. The guy said, he knew that I needed them, is what it was, and he gouged me a little bit. But I was willing to pay for him to finish that book up. Yes, Compton, 86 was the first year of the American Silver Eagle. Bassman's putting it up. Yep, Talking with Tiny, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Pacific. Myself, Bassman, and Mr. Kevin are here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That nothing in life is blocking us from doing. But, yeah. Well, I think that's going to be about it for us today there, Bassman. What do you think, brother?
I think I'm about ready to go lay it down. Take some medicine.
Ready to go lay it down.
Yeah, get a little medicine in me and let my head rest. So I'll see y'all again Wednesday. I should get the emails out tomorrow on the spreadsheet as soon as Mr. Kevin gets it finished. And till then, bye. I'm wishing I was fishing.
Nice. You guys have a good day. See you on Wednesday. I love each and every one of you, and I hope this finds you guys safe and healthy. And you guys don't forget to check that pocket change, because you never know what you got in your pocket until you look.